everybody.
Yeah.
Welcome back for an exciting episode 3, which I have titled The City of Estoria. Because there's some stuff to do, and who knows what they're going to get involved in today. What happened to get us here? There's been excitement and adventure. Odyssey of the Dragonlords. Group got together, they killed a boar, they sacrificed it to Thylea, they saved an oracle, they helped King Pythor save his daughter Enora, and now here we are in the city of Estoria, free to explore it. And I thought, who better to help you explore than the princess that you saved, Enora herself. She's like, let me give you a proper introduction to the city. By someone who actually governs it responsibly.
Someone who's not trapped in the palace or whatever his deal is.
I've been free from the dungeon by my dad. And I thought I should thank the people that made that happen. So, you all receive a pamphlet with a little map of Estoria. Said we've set up little markers. They're like, so everything's made out of brass in Thylea because there's not really an abundance of iron deposits. Like even your weapons are all brass. So there's little brass signs that are all around the city in a circle, with a number on them, and they match the number on your pamphlets.
Can the pamphlet be called Exploria Estoria?
Oh, inspiration.
It's really good.
Yeah.
Delta, we need more people like you in our marketing department.
Sounds
That's
like
why I work in marketing.
The urban planning section of Estoria seems like they've got their whole stuff together. I bet if they had a mass transit system, it would be very efficient.
Well, they're in competition against Mitros for, trade and venture, whatever adventure traffic would be called,
Right.
We want adventurers here, not there. Anyway.
Adventure capitalism.
Yeah, whatever that is. Whatever people in this fantasy.
Another good one.
All that. Yeah.
I'm just trying to get kicked off the stream today.
I think you ate your Wheaties.
That only earns you more inspiration, good lady.
Cranking. That's really good.
Okay, so you all stand at sign number 10, the King's Palace. And Enora says, well, since you've done what you've done, King Pythor, dad, as it were, huh? Right, Delta? Yeah. He's ordered a week-long festival, so this week it's the wine festival. What else would it be but a wine festival?
Yeah. Who would have guessed?
Yeah.
No, but I don't want it.
Mm-hmm. It's happening.
I got you.
It's a thinker. Yeah, it's not good.
Negative inspiration. If you have it.
I accept
it. She said, so with the wine festival, it's going to bring some interesting folks into the city that maybe otherwise wouldn't be here normally. Like you might see some satyrs running around. Perhaps even a centaur or two. There'll be like priests of Lutheria who just wander in. Because it's a festival. It brings people of all types. So, just be prepared.
Okay, so be worried? Is that what you're saying?
Well, I don't know about worried. I mean, everybody's, it's the city. Nobody's going to like
it. Okay. It's just because centaurs, tried to witness our death earlier, so.
Well, they like to do things like that.
Okay.
I mean, they're very militaristic-minded and
journalists.
Yes, they're into journalism. They have their own very popular newspaper among the steppes, the plains of the north.
Okay. Yeah, they wanted to update the wiki for us. I understand.
Well, their wiki. They're not going to update the Estoria wiki.
Wow.
That's on the mortals of Estoria. I mean, that's just how they are.
Oh, it's behind a paywall. I understand.
Yeah. Phaseonly.com if you want to check it out. see. All right, so you're at the king's palace. So oh, in the background you hear echoing from the palace behind you. Oh, you yeah, you are one of my aides. Of course you want to wrestle me. Come on.
Oh no.
You know, there's got to be that. I'm just trying to set the ambiance for
Sure.
where you're at. Oh,
Is he
you
always like
almost got my leg there. Not quite. Better luck next time. Sorry about your broken arm. Oh, who's next? I've got so much wine in me. Anyway, all right, I'll stop with Python. We had enough of him last time. Okay, so let's talk about all of the sign markings and where you could possibly go in Estoria, and then you can make your decision. Okay, sign marker number 1. That's the public amphitheater. And that's very likely where some of the there's a certain priest of Lutheria who likes to bring her guild group. I don't know what it is, but they like to put on plays. But their plays are renowned for being very accurate. So if you want to go sit and watch some plays being performed to learn more about the history of Thylea and some of the events that they're going to do plays about, that's an option for you.
That interests Nyrix.
Okay. Sign marker 2, 3, and 4 just denote the gates. There's 3 gates in and out of the city. So if you ever get tired of Estoria, you can leave. But not this session, because it's titled The City of Estoria. So don't you dare.
But it's okay. Just because we want to leave doesn't mean that it'll be easy to get out of town. With
Sure.
a big crowds filling the street, and
Yes.
because of this wine festival. So
The
the whole
gates-
episode could be just about trying to leave the city, which might be funny. We learn about it along the way. Anyway.
Yes, if you try to leave, literally every random encounter that I have rolled up will happen.
All at once. Right.
Yes. Sign marker number 5 is the Agora. You could go there for like a marketplace or public square type activity. Who knows what fun you can get into there?
You, hopefully.
Number 6 is just the living quarters. Nothing to see here. That's just where people live. Why did they put a marker down? For no reason at all? Because we like to do that here in Estoria. We want to make sure you know exactly where you're at any given time. Please don't go to marker 6. Marker 7 is the
Poor
Dragon
Grace.
Shrine.
Oh.
That's the shrine where they pay homage to the ways of the old Dragonlords by paying respect to those that protected the mortals of Thylea in the long ago, the dragons themselves. It's kind of like if you're cool for liking the 5, you're even cooler for liking who actually brought about the 5. You know, that kind of thing. Anyway, that's
Ooh.
there. That's where the fabled horn of Balmitria is stored.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, I think we need that.
Oh, yeah, we need that.
Maybe we should go there. Maybe
Sign
we go
marker
check out-
number 8.
I'll put
It's
an,
the Dragon's Tooth. It's one of
Yes,
our
okay.
most famous public houses for carousing and whatnot. Another area of fun.
get this map.
Number 9, Vulcan's Hall. You've heard about Vulcan, right?
Yeah.
Great at crafting stuff. And he's supposedly a god, although some people say that he's not, because they just think he's a crazy old dwarf. Kira says, see, it's not just me.
It's not just you. What? we think you are. Never mind.
It's the opposite.
Kira tries to explain that. Yeah, okay. It's number 11.
Just confuse himself
The
if he
rock.
tries.
It's the Rock of Estor. Oh, you've heard of that. Oh.
Oh, that's
My father told you about the basilisk's nest, right?
no.
Oh, he
No.
didn't? Oh, of course he didn't. She just face palms a little bit. She's like, yeah, some of our rangers found it recently. It's about a mile up the river. But, you've already risked your lives enough for this city in one session. Who would want to go search for a basilisk nest? Throwing that out there.
I have Kyros suspiciously.
We could. No. Okay.
If you do happen to want to wander out of the city of Estoria, you can't go to number 12 because that's the steps where all the centaurs are who want to stomple you into the ground, along with their friends the Cyclops. But number 13 leads to our vineyard, so you could go check that out, I guess. And number 14 will lead you south along the trail to Woodhike, which is like a halfling enclave. And some gnomes hang out there too. It's like special built for the smaller folk.
Oh, well, that's nice.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Welcome to the city of Estoria. Everything is marked for you. Feel free to explore.
What were 10 and 11 again?
10 is where you're at right now, and she points to the sign right next to you.
And what's 11?
11 is where you almost were sacrificed.
Yeah.
Oh, the Basilisk Rock. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yes, you know both 10 and 11 very well. Please don't go back there. You've already experienced this, right?
We've exhausted the dialogue options at both locations.
The lines for number 11 right now are just too long. It's not worth it. Everybody wants to line up and get sacrificed.
You got to get the fast pass, and it's already too late
we're
to
out
get
of
the
them
fast
for
pass.
today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not
There's
a
a
thing you want to do.
Boarding system. It's very complicated.
So please, feel free, roam about the city. I'll be here at the palace trying to make sure things are being run smoothly. Yes, you with a hand up?
Thank you. Your dad mentioned something about a ghost pirate captain named Captain Arkalander.
Estor.
Yeah,
The
where's he?
city's named after him.
Oh, okay.
Hey, you know what? I've heard that the priests of Lutheria are running a play on the curse of Esther Arkalander.
Okay, I might
If you'd like to know more, that would be a great one to attend.
probably go there. Thank you.
Oh, so you're not gonna come around the city with us? Hang out with us?
I'm going to go to the play, too.
I plan on it, yeah.
I would be happy to join you at the end of the day for the big wine festival thing that they do at the end of every day.
Yeah, I mean,
But you already have Kira with you, and why would you want me when you have such a great guide? Like, she's a really good poet, I've heard.
It's almost goddess-like, her
Almost.
poetry, I hear.
It's okay.
Yes, Kyros.
Okay, so your dad said that she was his sister. So, like, she's the god, right? I'm saying this in front of her. Just because she won't tell us, and it's rude.
Kira's like, oh, they're also funny, aren't they, Honora? Okay, well, we've spent enough time here, and we're going to be wasting time in the city, too, and you really do have great labors that you have to get done. So come on, mush along now. Let's pick a road sign.
Really.
Okay, bye, sister. I'll see you later.
Okay, goodbye, Delta. It was great connecting. Sorry, I have to run a
Next
city.
later again.
Just another thing our dad's done to keep us apart.
Oh yeah, she is town captain. So,
Or maybe another thing our dad hasn't done that keeps us apart.
okay.
Yeah, more like the second one.
Mm-hmm.
So shall we go see a play first?
Okay.
All gonna go to the public amphitheater. Kira says, "Let me lead the way."
Did you say that there was a garden at the King's Palace?
A garden? Yeah, I think we established that last time, right?
Okay. I will not be going into town. Absolutely not. This place is a nightmare factory for me. So I'm just going to stay here and sit quietly. I hope you guys enjoy the people pretending about things that have already happened. But absolutely not
Kira says,
if
"Not
I-
Naya. It'll be fine. It's a big open amphitheater, and it has plants."
Like audience plans for the psychic routine? No, thank you.
Wine is made of plants.
Thank
There you
Kira.
go.
Dead, rotten plants.
I tell you what, Naya, I'll make you a deal. You go to the public amphitheater, and then we can go to the vineyard.
That's the only thing on your list that interested me even a little bit, and it's mostly because it's out of the city.
We could go see the Rock again.
I do like the creek. Yeah, unless there's an encounter there that Garrett needs all of us together, then I guess I'll go. But I just have no interest at all in crowds or people or city stuff. So
We
I
could
was
go
just-
try to find the basilisk nest.
I do look me up if you decide to do that. I will do that.
You're just gonna hang out with Pythor?
No, I'm going to stay as far away from Pythor. Yeah, this whole place is a bad time. I'm gonna sit in the garden and just. You guys can activate me if you need me. I'm good. I'm good. Never met a garden I didn't like.
Okay, let's go see the play.
If we're splitting up, I was gonna go off and make my bird.
well,
Do you-
perhaps Vulcan could help you with that.
Yeah, I was just gonna beeline it towards there.
Oh, okay. You're
Okay,
gonna go straight.
But we'll meet you there. I think that's where we're heading next.
Did you need my hammer? I can come with you, Andromeda.
Are we just
I
full
mean-
splitting the party 3 ways? That's not how we do things on Theros.
Honestly, I thought that was the whole temperature of this episode. So yeah, no, I had no plan.
Fine. All right, so one's in the garden, 2 are going to Vulcan now, and 2 are going to go see a play.
Andromeda was gonna make a pit stop to the rock to get like the big pole we were attached to and maybe all the chains, but then she was gonna. Then she's gonna head off to the Temple of Vulcan.
Sorry, I just picture her like walking past police tape and just nobody needs this.
I was imagining, since we have established that it's like a tourist attraction, like there's people like taking pictures of it.
Yeah.
And she just full
She's
gums
just
and takes
defacing it. Yeah. She just basically rips it apart.
Good. Quit sacrificing people. These are the things I'm muttering to myself
I'm
in the
good with
garden.
All right.
Yeah, maybe I should come with you then, Andromeda, so just in case there's any more basilisks around.
Okay.
Okay. Let's roll for a random encounter for those going to the public amphitheater. Oh, okay. Oh no. As you're Nyrix, Kyros, you're walking down the hill, heading towards the public amphitheater. Suddenly, up the hill behind you, you hear the sound of wood breaking. Snap, snap, snap. People start to scream. You look up, you're like, what is this? Oh, careening down the hill are 10 heavy barrels of wine. They're rolling. They're out of control. Could you please make dexterity saves for me?
Someone save the wine. That's pretty good. 15.
Oh, you made the save. Good job, Kyros. You dodge out of the way of a large wine barrel. Nyrix, I don't think I can hear you.
Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, no. Sorry, I just thought you hadn't answered yet. Yep. Okay. Hold, please.
No.
Can you hear me now?
Yay,
Yeah.
there you are.
Okay, good. Sorry. I think I failed that save because I don't think I have any inspiration. So, sorry, let me just look at this crazy sheet. In 9?
Oh, a 9.
Yeah.
A barrel hits you and knocks you to the ground. You scrape your knees and you hurt yourself for 8 bludgeoning damage.
Oh my
Nyrix.
god.
Oh, no. Your frail little bird body.
It's the most violent scratch
it is.
I've
But
ever
you've
gotten.
stopped one of the barrels. It's like literally on you.
Ugh, took a
But they're
third of
still
my
rolling
life.
down the hill. People were trying to dodge out of the way. What do? Do you help them or do you watch?
I'll go help them.
Gonna say, hey, apparently it's no big deal to get hit for 8, so good luck. No,
I'll come back for you.
Let's see. What will I do? Can I fly after the It's been a good day. I feel like flying. You know, we did good stuff, and we're out of the palace on our way to a play. I did just get nailed by a barrel, but I think that's okay. I would like to fly after a barrel and try to stop it.
Oh, okay. All
Maybe
right.
to sort of overshoot it and head it off, and maybe.
Yes, it's a very epic scene where there's like this old woman with a cane and she's crossing the road and like the barrel's coming and she's like, "Oh no!" And just in time, you swoop and you grab it and you set it gently next to her.
Nice. I say, I turn to her suavely and I say, "Care for a drink, Granny?"
Huh? She gets out her horn.
Her ear horn. Care for a drink, Granny?
Huh?
Oh no, I'll just pour it off. Is there a tap in the thing, or is that not part of the keg?
Holds her
Mechanism.
horn. She puts her thumb like in the small hole. You know, if you could just pour it in the horn, she'll.
Oh, that's good. Okay.
Is it?
Direct. Shorter.
With-
I mean, instead of going through and then in the bloodstream, it's right to the brain.
Yeah. With absolutely none of the grace of Nyrix, I would like to try and just tackle people out of the way. Like, get down! And
Oh.
just...
Nice.
Okay. Yeah. There's probably one where there's a small child. Kyros just, get down, and the
Uses
barrel
his
rolls over
wrestling
your
skills.
back and continues rolling down the hill.
just throwing people into hay bales.
Mhm.
Strategically placed hay bales for this stunt spectacular.
Fantastic.
I like it.
Okay, there's 2 other people on their way to the Rock of Estor to deface it. Let's see what they get. Oh. Well, you're not the only ones. You're on your way, and there's a goatling running through the city. The goatlings are like weird crosses between like satyrs and they're like little goat people. They don't.
Oh, okay.
They look a little bit unnatural.
Like smaller
Not
satyrs?
well. No.
Are they
I would
like-
say roughly the same size as satyrs.
But they're
They're
more
a combination of satyrs and goats because those are goats, Garrett.
Well,
You
it's,
have a word
it's
for
like
that.
more goat-like than a satyr, but
I see.
Okay.
It looks unnatural.
So it's like a
Yeah.
They get those
3/4.
weird eyes.
Oh,
2/3.
good question. Good question.
Oh.
Do they have
Or
the
is it
creepy
more-
eyes?
Do they have the goat head?
Oh yeah, goat head.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
So satyrs are more human with goat horns, right?
Yeah, right. No, these things look like little goat people.
Oh.
Yes, that's the reaction that you should have. Seeing one of these. That's what I'm going for right there. He gets it.
Okay.
Come on. Anyway, one of these little goatlings is running through the city. It's kicking over statues and smashing pottery, and the guards are chasing it. Yeah, you don't have to do it. Hey, I don't make this up.
Do I have
It's just giving you a little flavor of the wine festival at Astoria. Wine barrels rolling everywhere, goatlings running amok. All right. Okay, the 2 of you go to the Rock of Estor. You
Yeah, it's
deface
like-
it. People watch and they're like, "What are they doing?" You have a pole. You have a pole and chains now. Andromeda.
Cool. Yeah, I think Andromeda would just turn to people if they're looking at her and be like, "This is mine now," and she'll walk off.
She has to state that publicly, like when she
Yes.
takes something. Okay. Like ownership has transferred. It's no longer the rocks or the cities. It's now yours.
That's how it works.
People just back out of the way. They're like, okay.
I'm just gonna keep my hood up as to not cause any more trouble.
Oh, okay. Right.
I don't want
Fortunately,
people
the
to find my
guards were
password
distracted
that
by the
way.
goatling, so...
Yeah.
Okay, how about it's time for a play? Nyrix, Kyros, you make it to the public amphitheater. You're just in time to see the play of the curse of Estor Archelander.
I'm sorry for whoever has to sit behind me. I'm 7 feet tall. Excuse me. Excuse me.
Small child you saved. He
Excuse
has
me.
no
Oh, no,
chance of seeing any parts of this play.
Excuse me. I'll put him on my shoulders.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh.
So then double bad for anyone. Now we're 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
I also
Curse
have a
of
big
who?
bag of popcorn.
What's his name? Curse of who?
Estor Archelander.
Estor Archelander.
Thank you.
All right. I was going to say the lights dim, but there aren't any because it's an open public amphitheater. But just imagine if there were lights, they would be dimming right now. The actor playing Estor walks up on stage. I imagine he's like very piratey looking, but that's probably not accurate to the setting. But that's okay. We'll go with it. A very piratey looking guy walks up on stage. He's like, I am Estor, one of the greatest Dragonlords. And this is the time of the first war. There's not a lot of production for this play, so... He says, sure, I may be responsible for these horrible atrocities of war. It even caused my dragon to abandon me. But no matter, my murderous campaign against the natives of Thylea continues. Look at my magical ship, the Ultros. And then it like wheels out on squeaky wheels, like there's like a half model of a ship or something.
Wow, the production value is amazing.
Yeah. So he
It's all
boards
about the language, Kyros.
he boards the ship and he has 3 crewmen with him. They're all a little bit less piratey looking because they don't want to outdo him, I think. But they're still noticeably pirate looking. And he says, my crew ravages the islands of Thylea, leaving slaughter in their wake. Ha ha ha. He laughs. Then suddenly, fake waves try to crash and take over the boat. Somebody's like holding a cardboard wave and like running it into the side of the model boat. Sidon tries to stop me, says Estor, but my ship is so powerful that even he cannot sink it. Ah, now I tire from all these waves. Let me go and rest in my quarters. And he walks into the set of the play that is meant to be his quarters on the ship. And he says, I tire. I'm going to go to sleep. And he sleeps. Lays down in his bed. And then suddenly, this woman who's thin and elegant and darkly dressed, hooded even maybe, steps into his quarters mysteriously from nowhere and begins to cast her magic-y stuff on Estor. And it goes into a dream sequence. I don't know how they do that with low production, but that's what they want you to know.
A lot of
And a lot of
interpretive
ribbons.
dance.
She yells out, this is now
interpretive
his
dance.
dream. I am in his head.
Oh my god, it's like we're there, Nyrix.
We are.
Yeah. A Thylean chorus just comes out and tells you that's what's happening.
Yeah.
That's,
Yeah. And she says, Estor, stop your massacre against my children, and I, Lutheria, will give you and your crew eternal life. That's the whole crowd does that.
Yep.
It's the turning
Pay
point.
attention. Pay attention, Kyros.
Why,
This
what's
is
going
going to
to-
be important.
What's going to happen?
Eternal life. This is where everything changes.
Lutheria slinks into the corner. Estor awakens, and he summons, my top officers, come to my quarters. And his 3 crewmen run in, and he says, I must give a blood sacrifice to Lutheria, that we might live forever. Ah! And he stabs them all in the neck with his wooden knife. And
How are the special effects? Do they have like
Blood packets.
the Romans? The
like you can
Romans
actually
had-
see them. They have them in
They
their
would
hand, and
have,
they go
like-
like this. They're like,
they would
no!
The Romans would have like actual intestines, like wrapped up in a thing, and they'd like disembowel someone on stage. It was horrible.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean, I guess we could do that.
I don't know.
No, this is
saying.
the day. This is the day.
Could
That'll-
be
This
ribbons.
is the one during the day, so they keep it
Right.
The rated
The one
R
that-
version will have.
Yeah,
real
the one at night
intestines.
is much more. Yeah. If you would have waited until later in the session, you would have
Right.
got the night skin. It would have been very over the top. Yeah.
We caught the matinee. That's good. Probably a good
okay.
a discount.
Yeah,
Right,
it's-
yeah.
What the savings, and you know I'm in for a savings.
I know.
All the crewmen fall to the ground. They're dead. He's killed them all. Lutheria then swoops back into the chamber, and she says, "Come, let us consummate the arrangement amongst your sacrifice."
Oh man,
Yeah, and they just kiss each other on the cheek.
bloody sexy time.
It's the
Right.
matinee.
I still cover the
Right.
kid's eyes.
You can't see the kiss. Yeah, it's too much.
The goat men are there. Probably they're the kids.
Lutheria disappears after the kiss. Suddenly, the dead men rise. "They are bound to my will eternally," says Estor. He laughs. Ha, ha, ha. But his fade laughs away. He says, "Alas, I cannot die, yet I still experience pain. Wounds do not kill me, but neither do they heal. Oh, they fester and rot. Age cannot touch me, but disease and illness can.
Ooh.
I shall become a twisted and disfigured creature, driven to madness." Gives a winning laugh.
But cries. Right.
There's the stage crew comes out and throws like white chalky dust all over them and says, look at me. Centuries later now, I am but a spirit bound to the Ultros. Now my ship, manned by skeletons and ghosts of all manner, doomed to forever sail the seas of Thylea." They all take their bow and leave.
See, now that's the sign. That's the sign, Kyros.
Yes.
Sorry.
What?
That's the sign. That's why we're here at this play. We're meant to see this. Right? So now we know.
We did intend to see this, yes.
Right, but now we know why we specifically are seeing this, because we're called to like do something about this. We have to stop this guy. And what's they named the whole city after this guy?
Well, it sounds like he was a Dragon
Dragon
Lord.
Lord.
Is this a bad place?
And then, what's the
But
audience
he was
reaction?
like celebrated for murder.
Because
First monologue.
clearly
he's like,
this
"My
play
murder
has
is
this this play has a
Okay.
point of view, and
Right.
I just
right. And
Look,
is it
I'm here for
celebrated,
it.
or is it
but yeah, what do the people think? Because I
Right.
assume that doesn't match their point of view, where the Dragonlords are great and they didn't ravage the land. I'm not from
This
here.
is performed by priests of Lutheria. Okay.
Right. No, so I get that, but like, what does the
but so
audience
they're-
think about it? Like,
right? But it's
They're like,
oh, okay,
"Oh,
so,
yay, we saw a play."
okay, so they're having
Like-
that's the Kyros
but is
reaction
it
to
like is it like they saw It's a Wonderful Life, the show they always see every year, or is it the show
much.
and they know, or so it is?
Yeah.
So it's like that old chestnut, Lutheria and
Oh, there he
Estor.
goes. He's
Get it
on
on
that
the
again. Yay, we know it's
Right.
over.
this is where we clap now. Yeah, they're just happy to be out of the house and not be dying of gangrene or the plague or something.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yay, this is the 5th wine festival this year. We got to see this play 5 times.
It's February 2nd.
Yeah. Something like that.
Himmelk. Yeah. Good. Okay.
Okay,
Wow.
so what should
Please come back for the next play, The Plight of Polenia. It will start soon.
okay,
How
well we
long
could
is that one?
The other ones are not nearly as long.
okay. Well, we could stay for that, or we could go meet Delta and Andromeda at the Vulcan's Hall
Forge.
after their light larceny.
Oh, we all want to meet at Vulcan's Hall before coming back for the second play?
I'm good with it. I'll also stay here. I mean,
Sounds like a
Kyros
good plan.
is now a patron of the arts, and he likes
That's
it.
right.
Oh,
So
See? It's good.
And Nora sticks her head into the garden at the palace. Hi there, Naya. Don't want to interrupt. Just want to know if you. I don't have any random encounters planned for the garden, but do you need any tea, or would you like a veggie tray or something?
No, if you'd like to roll on a table, we could go to the vineyard if you have time. I could take you up on that offer, but because this is actually, I said I'd never met a garden I didn't like. You guys keep this one indoors, and that's crazy depressing. So yeah, like I'm.
You don't like our indoor garden?
It's better than no garden at
We
all.
figured out how to synthesize all of these plants. They look real, but they really aren't.
That would explain a lot, like why they don't answer my questions. Yeah, so you had mentioned the vineyard, and that's the only other part that interests me, and that's outside of town. So I would, if you have time, Honora, I don't want to take you away from your having to do everything for your
please.
father, who's an
I'm
incompetent.
No, I'm the same way. I have to get out of here every so often, or I lose my mind.
Fantastic. Well,
Let's take a
hope we don't
walk.
let's hope we don't get crushed by any goatlings or wine barrels.
Yeah. Actually, let's find out what happens to us.
Let's find out.
Oh, there's a group of hoplite soldiers. They're dressed like the cult of Sidon.
Oh no.
There's two men that come up and they're like, look at that one. Calls herself a chosen, but look what she wears. She doesn't even have good equipment. Ha ha ha! Oh, what a waste. And they walk on.
I also laugh reflexively because I do that. Yeah. You got me. Okay.
And Nora says, oh, what jerks.
Yeah, I find that Sidon really attracts a type.
Hmm.
But
Yeah,
you can't let
either...
negative words get you down.
Yeah, that's true. They're either like that or they speak in really high, squeaky voices. Either way, let's go to the vineyard.
Yeah.
Okay.
The more, like, once we get past that Esterly gate or whatever, yeah, I start skipping. Birds start flying around. People start singing a song about this provincial life around me. It gets much better as soon as I'm outside of this town.
Stop bullying those peasants, Belle.
You gonna turn your nose up at free bread?
What's wrong? Who doesn't like bread?
Jeez.
French bread,
No.
even.
And look, I know there's obviously already trouble in that marriage, but you are not making it better, Belle. You can choose a different route. Anyway, we don't have time.
Okay, let's go to the vineyard. So you
Yeah.
walk to the vineyard.
Yeah.
Grassland stretches across the horizon. Oh, no, sorry, that's the wrong one. This lonely vineyard is on the outskirts of the city. Wooden trellises erupt. Not literally, but, figuratively in your mind. They just appear out of nowhere.
Dexterity
They
check.
have...
Tell us.
They're wooden trellises of kentamine that erupt from the ground.
Careful, there could be a gazebo nearby as well.
The 100 trellised ketamine.
Healthy green vines wind around these structures, and a bountiful crop of brilliant purple grapes are there. Just for your enjoyment. Just seeing them makes you feel happy.
Yeah, I'm chill. This is it. This is the whole ride as far as I'm concerned.
After some walking, you stumble across a man carefully pruning the vines. And he says, oh. He turns to you, and he appears friendly, but his brow is deeply furrowed in apprehension. He says, well, hello. Honora, great to see you. And she says, yes, and you too, Theracles. How was your vineyard today? He says, well, the vineyard's fine, but I'm not so well. My daughter, she's gone missing.
Oh no. Where did she go missing?
Oh, hello there, young nymph. What is your name?
Naya is my name.
Naya. Oh, my daughter has run off into the old woods and has not returned. The old woods aren't once what they were. a safe place when I was young. But now, outside the city, pruning my vineyard, even I'm afraid of what might come out of those woods next.
Oh. Well, good news to you. I was raised in the old woods, so it is a home to me, though, yes, they are dangerous and no place for a young girl. What age are we looking at?
Yes, she couldn't be much younger than you, young lady.
Oh, no. Well, all right. Well, but now she wasn't raised there. Okay, I have weighed this and decided it is a bad thing, especially for you, Master Theracles. I would gladly help in finding your daughter. Does your daughter wear anything in a way that you would call like a signature bracelet or any kind of memento that you could describe?
She wears the same dress and has the same hairstyle as all the other girls in the city of Estoria.
It's a real, yeah.
Yes,
It's real fad.
it is quite difficult. These girls, they all want to follow the the fads of the city and all that stuff. Fashion is fashion, as they say.
Okay, so you're telling me that locate objects not going to be of great use to me here. Gotcha.
The problem is that it's happened to more than just me. It's been an occurrence for those outside of the city. But even this, now with me being so close to the city and my daughter gone missing, it's only a problem that's getting worse. It's more than just her. A bunch of these young teenage folk are out lost in the old woods.
I see. It's only a problem now that it's happened to you. Theracles, you are the whitest dude. Okay, so, yes. I will... Nora with...
When it was happening to the farmers, of course, we were all like, well, look at you, you're farmers. Look how far outside the city you live.
Yep.
But now, to happen to somebody that runs the vineyards.
Absolutely.
And of course, I do well enough for myself, I can offer a reward. Those farmers could never hope to do that. What are they going to give you, a pear?
Less and less.
A couple pieces of corn?
I start walking away.
Thank you for helping, Naya. I hope to see my daughter again soon.
Absolutely. Whew,
Nora says, well, that was a lot.
it was a lot, right? That wasn't just me. Well, Nora, I don't know how handy you are. I know you're your father's favorite. He won't stop telling people. But are you capable of venturing into the old wood enough to look for daughters? Look, there's a non-zero chance they are just hanging out with satyrs at like a jazz club in the woods. Like, happens to a lot of teenage girls this age. So, like, just saying, this might be all consensual and above board, or it might not be. Satyrs, it's a coin flip. So,
well, I tell you what, Naya, I have a suggestion. Actually, we just got a report in this morning that something happened at the Dragon Shrine, and I'm worried that from the details of the report, maybe it's something related. I know you don't like the city, but would you mind coming with me to the Dragon Shrine just to talk to them really quick?
Yeah. No, yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. Look lovingly and beckoningly at the dangerous, twisted old woods. No, yeah, let's go back to your city.
Well, and then maybe we'll take a dip in the stream afterwards, just to clear our mind.
Bless you, bless you. No, I just hug her reflexively. Just bless you.
Okay, let's go back to Vulcan's Hall and see.
Yes.
As everybody else comes together, what random things they might encounter in the city.
I love that Naya is having more of a sister day out with my sister than I am.
It's what I wanted.
All right, here we go.
So I'm glad you noticed.
You approach Vulcan's, and nearby, outside the front of his hall, 7 cultists of Sidon are gathered, and they have tied a cow to an altar near the public square. They are preparing to obviously sacrifice the cow by setting it alight with torches. And you hear, yes, a sacrifice, a sacrifice!
Oh, it's that guy? It's the
First
same
of all,
guy?
where'd
No,
you get
Gaius
that cow?
is not there,
Second
but this
of
was
all.
all the other people, all the other cultists that was with him.
It's just their dialect.
They have to talk high for the storms.
Yeah, to be heard over wins.
There's a real sort of everybody's got to be the same way kind of vibe here at the city, right? With the kids dressing code and the vocal strictures of the cults even. Come on, what is this place? I'm sure everybody's undead in that one ship, right? This guy's bad news. So, who's gathered around? Is this a variable reaction? I mean, there's a wine festival going on, right?
Yeah, it's weird because people were trying to avoid this. They're like, these stupid idiots from Sidon, but they don't want trouble, so they just walk on by.
And is it like
and
a
these guys are
flash
holding
mob?
torches. And
Flash mob sacrifice? Is it just popping up? Or is this
it
a dedicated
seems like they have been
site?
preparing for this for a little while. Yeah.
So okay.
And now they're just getting to the point of the sacrifice. They're all sort of marching around this cow in a circle, and the cow looks over at you and then gives you a like a please help me.
Yeah, I get that. I'm gonna ask the cult leader to make a wisdom saving throw. DC 13.
An 8.
He starts to laugh uncontrollably and interrupts his ritual and drops his weapon, and he's overcome with laughter.
Okay, wait.
Tasha's hideous laughter.
Oh, he rolled a natural 1. So he starts to laugh uncontrollably, and as he falls and drops his torch lands on him.
Oh no! So
he lights up.
Nice.
There you go.
Okay. I'm gonna go over to the cow. Is it bound up? Is it tied up, or is it like restrained by dudes?
Probably just it's probably just a typical like rope around the cow's neck to the the altar.
Okay. I would like to make a move to just take the cow away from whoever's holding it.
Yeah, all the other cultists of Sidon are now around the burning cultist saying, "Sacrifice, sacrifice!"
There you go.
Nice.
As if they thought he was going to sacrifice himself. So they're all including their torches
so I
along with
improved his
torch.
street cred with his own group
Yes,
by
yes.
taking him out. So
Yes.
he's probably not going to be an unhappy spirit when he's dead and haunting the world. He won't
Or
come
have
after me,
you
maybe.
unintentionally made a sacrifice to Sidon now?
Yeah, but I saved the cow, which didn't really have a choice. So
It's a really inefficient way to sacrifice a cow, I'm just gonna say.
exactly,
Just gonna put
right?
it out there.
It's very flashy. It seems.
It
Hi, guys.
Like,
Hi,
why are you
guys.
gonna set a cow on fire?
Right.
Would have smelled like a grill on the 4th of July.
Well, now it smells like chicken, probably, right?
Anyway.
Oh.
So, all right, great.
Okay.
Fun spell
The
slot.
cultist of Sidon has been sacrificed to Sidon. The cow has been saved. You can go into Vulcan's Hall now.
Great. I wanna. So
Can we take
I don't-
this cow away
I was
from
gonna-
them so that they don't?
I think I'm gonna take the cow inside Vulcan's Hall, if that's
Oh,
okay. Is it a cow friendly? Big hallways, like classical architecture,
Vulcan,
right?
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah, for
I'm just
sure.
gonna come in with the cow. I'm gonna try and make friends with it. So
Oh, an animal handling check, please.
okay. I knew you were gonna say that as soon as I said that. It's like, could be an assumed thing, but no. He's gonna hate me. No, natural 20. Nice. So.
Oh, you have a new animal companion.
Yay! 21.
Yay.
What's it? Yes, exactly.
Gary.
Classical. Gary's classical world correlate. Gaius. No, Garius. Garrus.
Garius.
Garius.
Yeah.
Garius. I like Garius.
Okay.
Garius.
Curious the cow.
Love it. Love Garius. Is it a? It's a. So is Garius a cow properly, like a lady, as opposed to a bull? Okay, cool. I like it. Garius.
Okay.
Can we use the
Well.
sidekick? Can we use the sidekick rules for Garius?
Whatever you got to do, Timothy.
No,
Oh,
do not let him do that.
Whatever you want to
Like
do,
a-
man.
He'll be a cleric.
A cleric, the second cleric of the group.
Yeah.
Oh God. Okay.
Religious conversion. We'll see what happens with Garius. I like Garius.
All right.
Safe.
So near the center of town, there's this large building, fortified stone walls, a shingle roof, and a sign hangs from it, and it reads Vulcan's Hall. And you walk in, all four of you, and the room has tons of like bronze weapons, bronze armors all over the walls. It's got farming tools, and near the back, working at an anvil, is this sort of larger, gruff, heavier set, older-looking dwarf. He's got like dark hair, but there's like wisps of gray in it. And running from the back, there is this very thin, frail boy, scraggly, reddish hair. He runs up and goes, "Oh, hello! Welcome to Vulcan's Hall. I'm Theo. I help out here." "Oh, you're the chosen, aren't you? I recognize you. Word gets around."
Good. Yeah. No introductions necessary then. Perhaps then you might guess at why we're here. Oh, okay.
Andromeda will just like throw down the pole and the chains and be like, "I want to make this into a bird."
Well, that's a very specific request. Okay. Are you just want to do that now, or? Oh, you need Vulcan's help?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Let me see if I can get him. He turns around. Vulcan. Yeah. They want to make a bird.
I also need to talk to him about making a rod of lordly might, perhaps, or.
Oh,
maybe
now when you say that, Vulcan stops. And he puts his stuff down. He's like, he turns and he's like, "All right, let me look at all of you." He says, "Not all that impressed. One of you's missing."
Oh yeah, she doesn't like the city much. Maybe Grandpa.
She needed some me time.
There with the hood up. You're Pythor's kid, huh?
Yes.
Have you met him yet?
Unfortunately, yeah.
What'd he have to say?
A lot of drunken things. A lot of really inappropriate things towards the one that's not missing, which kind of has me concerned that we left her there with him. And then also he gave me this hammer in kind of your way. It seemed like a real him move to push his responsibilities off onto other people.
Yep, that's him. You met him. Can confirm. Okay. Well, what do you intend on doing with this?
I was hoping to make a rod of lordly might that I'm told will help me rescue my mother from the dragon Hexy, I believe is the name.
Sounds like a lot.
Yeah. It's like an epic quest or something.
Yeah, well, it's going to take a little bit. All right. Here's the thing. First thing we're going to need, if you want to make this thing, is you're going to have to get access to the Mithril mines.
And
that's where I can craft all the magical equipment in the Mithril mines. Unfortunately, that place isn't what it once was. It was cursed by Lutheria, and she's got some nasty things, I'm sure, waiting to make sure that nobody can reclaim it, because that's the last thing that she wants to see is the old Dragonlords return with their magical equipment, ready to slay her children or whatever it is she says about that stuff.
Yeah, I saw a play about it.
Oh yeah, there you go. Curse of Estoria. That's the one they do every year. Multiple times a year sometimes.
Every wine festival, so weekly.
Yes. Yes. Yep. Just about. Yeah, they do it so much. Sometimes the priests of Estoria get tired of running it. They're like, "Oh, again." All right. So once you get the mines operating, then it's easy sailing from there. I can help you out in the mines, but you're gonna have to look out for some other stuff. So let's see. A rod of lordly
There's
might.
more.
It'd take me about 10 days to make, but I'm gonna need about 20,000 gold pieces for the materials. You have to have a magical mace because that's what the thing is as a starting point. So you need to make sure you find one of those, and you're gonna need to get me an adamantine ingot.
Yes, there's just tons of those laying around.
Yep. You find all that stuff. 2 weeks, you'll have a rod of lordly might.
This is
Are you writing this down?
20,000 gold, adamantite ingot, mace of good
Magical
value.
mace. Magical mace.
Magical
Yeah.
mace.
Magical.
underline magical.
You give me all
Got
that
it.
stuff.
It's underlined. I'm writing this stuff down.
You get me access to the mines. I'll get you your rod of lordly might.
And
Happy to help
access
the chosen.
to the cursed mines. Okay.
Of course.
Feel like a drop down on the quest just opened up.
Well,
Good to have clear goals.
Pythor's
Identifiable.
responsibilities are quite high level responsibilities. So, when he pushes those responsibilities on others, they don't get any easier.
Right. Even the most daunting task can be better than having no idea what to do, right? Okay. Now, is there any way we could reduce some of the gold cost if we autograph some of your items, make them collector's items? We are the choosers.
Well, if you didn't have the hammer, I wouldn't even have been able to make it in the first place. So you're on the right track.
Okay. Nice bit of sophistry there. Anyway, okay. Thank you. Is there anything we can do?
Probably go and enjoy another play or wander the agora. I'm going to help this nice, fine young woman build a bird.
I see. Great. Fantastic.
Okay, well, enjoy
Andromeda,
yourselves at
would
the
you-
mines. Don't get killed.
Thanks.
I like him.
Yeah.
It's very. I appreciate a straight shooter, as they say.
He's very.
All right, come on, you. Let's go
straightforward.
build a bird.
Verb.
Should we wait for you, or this is going to take an hour,
Yes,
a couple
we
hours?
go.
It'll take a little bit of time.
All right. We'll
Even I
put
don't work
notes
that
on-
fast.
We'll catch back up with you, Andromeda.
Got it.
I'll start.
I'm
Okay.
not busy looking up birds on Google. What are you talking about?
Perfect.
Yeah, you got to choose what kind of bird it takes the form of or something, isn't it? Isn't there a selection of
Yeah,
bird
it's like you pick, since it's a clockwork bird, you can pick like some sort of predator bird. So I'm just looking up the weirder ones they have. Because I know what an
Okay.
eagle looks like.
Sure.
a predatory bird? Okay. All right, let's go back and see what Honora and Naya are up to on their way to the Dragon Shrine. Fun, I'm sure of it. We did that one. Oh, okay. Here we go.
This is just the hoplite soldiers coming back to beat dicks to us again.
Same guys.
Dump your books.
Yeah, they say the same exact thing. No,
They're like,
it's
let's follow those girls.
along those veins. On your way to the Dragon Shrine, you enter the city, and a powerful centaur bumps into you, Naya, and he's like, "Ugh, I demand an apology.
I'm sorry.
Thought I was a horse, didn't you? Just
Oh.
brushing up against me like that."
No, sir. I'm familiar with centaurs. I'm sorry. I should have been more careful. That's my
Oh, familiar with centaurs? Yeah, I've heard that one before.
Okay. Is there some kind of centaurish language I can apologize to him in?
Okay, I don't Yeah.
Or
and,
is
like,
there a centaur apology of like, I'm sorry to have blunted your spear against my armor or something like that? Like, is there some
yes, it would take. Yes, that's exactly
Yeah,
what it would
I'll-
sound like. Yeah.
I'll give him the most formal centaur apology as I can to just be like, I can do this all day.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
known for it.
He's like, fine, I'll accept that, I suppose. But next time, mind your manners. So racist, and he stomps off. Okay, you make your way to the Dragon Shrine.
Sorry, my immediate follow-up joke to being called racist is to say that's just how those people are. And then sorry to
God.
all my centaurs out there.
Yeah.
No.
All right, the Dragon Shrine. So this
Yes.
shrine sits at the end of a quiet street.
Oh, thank goodness.
And it actually, the street runs into the wall of the gorge. So it's kind of like off in its own little nook. And it's a large stone building. It has a copper dome. And there's a pediment above the door of a marble engraving of the legendary dragon, Balmetria. Honora explains, that's a pediment of the legendary dragon, Balmetria.
Oh, that is what I thought it was. So good. Confirmed.
Okay, let's go in. Inside the building, there's a strong smell of incense. You hear the muttering of prayers. It's very shriny. There's people going about and doing their daily shriny things, rituals and whatnot. And you're approached by an elf. And he says, hello there. Welcome to the Dragon Shrine. Oh, hello, Honora. Are you here to answer our complaints? And she says, yes, tell us what's going on. I have my friend Naya here. She's going to help us out. She's agreed to go save some girls that are lost in the woods. And Aesop, the elf, says, oh, okay. Well, come this way. I have something to show you. Somebody broke in and stole the horn of Balmetria just last night.
We
That
need
thing we need.
the thing we need.
Look here, the reliquary. It's all protected by glass, but the glass has been broken, and these dark purple stains are all over the place. What do I do with this?
Vinegar, probably take it out.
Are they wine stains? Do they look like wine stains?
Yes.
Okay.
And some of them are in the shape of goat's hooves.
Yeah, I was about to ask. I just start searching for goat fur. Like
Yeah, you probably find some of that too.
Yeah.
There's actually a trail of goat's hooves that leads off out of the shrine.
Yep. I think
Whatever am I supposed to do with these purple stains? What is this? What manner of thing leaves purple stains like this all over a shrine? Disrespectful.
Well, I have a strong lead, I feel like. Missing teenage girls, wine-stained hoof prints, and this is for sure a smash and grab that sounded like a great idea sometime around midnight to a bunch of wine-drunk satyrs. I don't know if I've mentioned this every episode yet, but I know satyrs. So, yep. I feel
Thank
like this.
goodness you're here. I know nothing of these satyrs. Tell me more. Why would they want to do this?
It's a satyrish word, so it's for the lulz. Does that?
Oh,
does that translate?
actually, I've heard some of the young people of the city saying that,
Yes.
almost as if they're influenced by this.
Almost certainly, they do have an influence.
Satyr
So-
influencers are the worst.
So, I believe I can absolutely solve this problem for you. I should not go alone because I am also a young girl, and
I see.
I wouldn't want to ruin your untarnished.
A minute, you're one of the chosen, right?
That is what they call themselves. Yes.
Ah, okay. Actually, I'm interested in helping you along on your quest. Drinking from the horn of Balmetria gives those that drink from it great clarity on what lies ahead of them and what they need to do next.
I need that. Yep.
Well, it's important that you find this then. Find the horn, and then You can drink from it, all of you.
Good news. It seems as if our paths have absolutely aligned in a fortunate way. Asap, thank you very much.
You know, I've heard of the prophecy. If you want my interpretation, you don't have to ask me because I'm going to give it anyways.
I understand. Yeah, I'm used to this.
I think you're destined to bring back the order of the Dragonlords and save us for the coming doom ahead, for when the oath of peace ends. I'm just not any other old religious figure saying the end is nigh, but it is, Naya. It is.
The end is Naya.
The end is Naya.
Yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
That's what I did there.
That's how you do it.
Yeah. You betcha. Well, I think I have everything I need here. And also, you show no concern over the missing girls. So I just hate everyone here. And I'm going to just leave. And do you have a tub of water I could scream into? Or do you know of one nearby?
Oh, Honora says, please, Naya, we'll go down to the stream for that.
Thanks. And Honora's got me. Thank you very much. We'll get your horn back, which is your only concern. And we'll get the Vinter's daughter back because that's his only concern. We're all just a bunch of... Okay.
What? The Vinter's daughter is missing? Maybe
This
she
is
took the horn. Does she have goat hooves?
I walk away.
I like Naya's experience in the city. It helps her reinforce why she hates places like that. So
100%.
Okay, we cut to a montage. It's Vulcan. It's Andromeda. They're building a bird. Do we know what kind of bird it is yet, Andromeda?
Google says it might, the one I'm looking at, which is a pretty bird. I put it in chat. It might be an American kestrel. That's not very on theme, but it's prettier than all the other birds I was looking at.
Just call it a Thylea.
Yeah, it's a Thylea kestrel.
Yeah.
An Estorian kestrel.
Yeah.
And the Estorian kestrel. Okay. I'm down with it.
Yep.
really
And
pretty.
if you want some info, apparently, I can let it scout for me. It comprehends, it speaks in a series of clicks and squawks that only I can understand. And it acts on my initiative in combat. Its hit points are 15 plus my ranger level. So I think it has more hit points than some people in this party.
Sounds like it.
Well, it's made out of metal and shit.
The same as me, if that makes it slightly less pathetic for me. Me and the burb have the same hip.
Although you're doomed and the burb is not.
Yeah.
And
This-
apparently, it
Doomed to be
can't.
cute.
It's immune to spells that alter its form, and it can carry a single potion that it can administer to any willing creature as an action.
Let's score some potions. Suck
Shove
it
a
up.
potion in its mouth.
We
and
have
shoot
to.
it
Make
at
sure you
people.
Somebody-
load it.
I'm trying to think of how this works. Does it have like a potion compartment in it? Like
That's
the
what I'm
chest
thinking.
opens
It's
and
like-
it pulls a potion.
I was thinking
Have a
like a
little
Saint
straw.
Bernard.
Oh yeah, it like dangles. Yeah, okay.
Medieval legend had it that the albatross would tear open its own breast to feed its young with its own blood. Not the pelican, excuse me, the pelican. That's
Oh.
referenced in Hamlet. So, I mean, there's some flavor, maybe. Hard. I don't know.
Or an
That
adorable
seems like a
potion
Lucerian
chamber.
bird, not an Estoria.
Or
Yeah.
a potion espresso machine.
Give yourself inspiration, Garrett.
I'm stacking them up. I can't wait.
We're dying.
Down the
in
road, I'm gonna be
combat.
like, look at this pile of inspiration I forgot about. Sidon gets 14 actions a turn now, not just 12.
Yep.
Right on.
All right, cool. Does the burb have a name yet?
Uh,
Or should we? That's the cliffhanger. We'll cut back. The burb has to have a name. You and
Yeah.
Vulcan there in the montage thinking,
thinking about it.
What do we name this fine creature? Where's everybody else going? Back to the amphitheater
The
somewhere
other
else?
play, I thought. Yeah.
Oh, the other play. See what happens on the way back. Oh,
By the way,
Oh.
Liz, I like the idea that the potion container thing is inspiration from last session, where it's like, if only I didn't have to deliver the potion, I could have been shooting more things.
Yeah, because I was thinking about like what to make the bird out of. I'm like, oh, Andromeda probably follows that old Amazonian proverb, whatever what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. So she just rips the thing out.
This.
This.
Necessity is the mother of invention. I need a robot bird. I know where I can find some chains.
I was literally chained to the material that my bird was made out of. They intended to sacrifice me, but I made a bird out of it.
I love it.
I really like the idea that Sylvia Plath is an Amazon in our distant world. Doesn't surprise me.
Okay, the three of you walking back to the amphitheater. Oh, you probably crossed paths with like Naya and Honora. They're like, "Oh, hi.
Wait,
We're
should
on
we
our way
help
to the
them?
creek to scream into the water."
That makes sense.
Not surprised.
Yeah. Do you need any help with that, or no?
Screaming.
You guys are having a girls' day out. Cool.
Yeah, your sister's the best. Man. She's really friendly and easy to bond with.
Delta, do you want to?
Super helpful.
I'm not emotionally
I could-
intelligent enough to help.
I can take notes on the play if you want
Oh, okay.
to go with.
Yeah.
them.
Hey, Naya and Honora, do you want another gal
Do you-
to pal around with?
Do you want to scream in the water? Yeah, absolutely.
Sure.
Sure, come along.
Come along.
The entire way to the playhouse, I've been throwing popcorn at Delta's hair and trying to get it to catch it.
Ah.
It's a great trick, but now you're too far away.
Are they eating it? Are they
Yeah.
catching it? Like,
They can eat, right?
Oh yeah, I've been
Snakes
trying
don't
to keep
eat
them
popcorn,
contained.
Andrew.
Kyros doesn't know that.
I don't know who I'm more
I
mad
imagine
at,
that I keep-
Kyros or Andrew.
Ladies
imagine
also
that
don't
I'm
have
trying to
snakes
push
growing
them
out of their
back
head
under-
normally. I mean, I don't know.
I love that.
Sorry, Sissy, what were you saying?
I imagine that I keep trying to push them back underneath my hood, and then Kiro's throwing it over there, so they keep like. It's like, gosh,
It's a good
Kiro,
trick.
stop it.
Oh,
Can we use
sorry.
the sidekick rules for Delta's hair?
Say no.
Say no.
Well, would it be a sidekick rule for each strand of hair?
Yes.
Oh my God, we're gonna be
a
so
mob.
OP.
They all have a name.
Followers.
They
They all
they
have
do.
a name.
Each one of them is a different class.
Right, exactly. You have the expert and the warrior and the
I'm
whatever.
struggling envisioning the digestive system of snake hair, though. Like, how does that work?
I don't want. A phrase has come to mind. I will not employ in this instance.
Okay, all right. It's
But yes.
probably one of those dark tunnels that we could go tumble down.
Yeah. That's why I'm a
Let's not
curse.
worry about it.
There's a funny
Resolved.
comedy beat where somehow Naya finds a way to edge you out of hanging out with your sister, but she does not have that in her. But let's all imagine a world where that happened.
But those are
But
doomed
also-
prophecy. Have it in there.
As someone who's had a lot of things thrown in her hair growing up, Naya needs to save you from this. We'll gladly invite you along.
Thank you.
I imagine like you guys get to the southern gate to exit where like the stream is, and like for some reason the portcullis drops between, just for no reason, and all the guards are like confused, like why did this thing jam up? And it takes them like an hour to get it open again. And Delta's just stuck on the inside of the city, like reaching through the bars. Like
We come back
no.
with waffle cones. Oh yeah,
Yeah.
we missed you at the boardwalk.
His best
Didn't
friends
even
get
notice
waffle
that
cones.
You weren't
Day.
with us. We were just walking and talking. We had no idea the portcullis shut behind us.
My sisterly bonding. No.
No, let's leave that in the darkest timeline. In this, the bestest
Okay.
timeline.
There's a
As
nice
you're all
montage
deciding
happening.
on which places you're going to go next, either the amphitheater or a couple little kids run up and they're like, "Oh, I know you. Look, you're the big lion one. You're my favorite.
Thank
I'm going to
you.
be today." And it has the little boy has like a paper lion mask that he puts on. Rah, I'm Kyros. I kill lions and eat men.
No.
Hey, Kyros, what's the biggest, baddest bad guy you ever killed?
Well, I descended to the knifey for a second. Sorry. Well, cool, blimey. Let's see. Okay. There we go. Okay. Probably that basilisk that was pretty big and scary, and it shot poison out of its eyes.
And I bet you ate it too. Was it nasty? Did it taste bad?
It did not taste good. Or no, I didn't taste good, and no.
Oh, come on, let's go play. I'm Kyros. And the other one runs off and says, okay, I'm Nyrix. I'm going to fly after you. I'm faster.
I'd like to see him try it.
Wow.
Okay.
So,
back to the theater it is. Are you ready for the second play?
Yeah.
As produced by the Priest of Lutheria, it's The Plight of Polenia. Lights don't dim, but you can imagine they would.
The plights dim.
Well, I guess it's singular. The Plight of Polenia. There's only one plight in this play, so. Okay. There's a person that jumps up on stage. A younger, pretty woman, and she's dressed in to look like a bard. She's got like a traditional little like puffy bard cap and like real, like the puffy arms.
Puffy sleeve. It's all about the puff.
Yes, a bunch of puff. And she's like, "Hello, I'm the famous bard Polenia." And before she can get any further, swoops in the same actress that played Lutheria. And she says, Now, it's time for me to capture you because your poetry has been very unnerving. You've been saying nasty things about my children, haven't you? Polenia says, oh, yes, I have. Please, fair goddess, don't hurt me for being so naive and foolish with my poetry. Allow me to sing you songs of dark humor to amuse you. Lutheria says, very well, yes, sing these dark humorous songs. She sings like, I don't know, Metallica.
Cool.
Pretty dark.
Yeah. Like Enter Sandman comes to mind. So, I won't sing it because, copyright and all that. So she finishes and Lutheria says, yes, I love it. You have won me over. That is the music of my people.
Wow.
I prefer Master of Puppets to the Black Album, but it'll do.
Yes. Now, leave my presence, Polenia. Never do this again. And she says, very well, I will leave, but first I shall take some treasures of Lutheria from her realm. And try to run off with them like any nasty, despicable bard would do.
Hi. Who wrote this? A bard, right?
The Priest of Lutheria.
Yeah, but like it's
literally written and produced.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
They're they couldn't make it as a bard, so they entered the priesthood to get power, to get their own productions. It's all a bunch of sour grapes.
So Lutheria swoops after her and says, no, I shall capture you again, you naughty bard. To the island of Oathbreakers you go, and they are whisked away. And suddenly the set crew brings in like an island set, and in it there's this large stone pillar, and Polenia is chained to it. One last offer I shall make, Lutheria says. Make me laugh with a song, and I will forgive all of your trespasses. And Polenia smiles, and she lifts her lute, as any good bard does. And just as she begins to strum and plans to sing, Lutheria with her claws slashes her tongue out, and it drops to the ground. And Polenia frowns, and Lutheria laughs and says, serves you right. And everybody claps.
What? No, she cheated. She's still clapping though.
I like that Kyros is
I think here's a go. I do not care for this, but I'm a joiner.
That's good. That's good. Better a strong response than no response at all, or something milquetoast, right? Interesting. So
The pillar and the imagery was very reminiscent of the dream that you all had.
that was the pillar that she was chained to on the Isle of Punishment. What was it called?
Isle of the Oathbreakers.
Isle of Oathbreakers, right? And do we? Is that? I'm going to ask someone in the crowd, or do I know? Is the Isle of the Oathbreakers a physical place?
Yes, everybody believes it is. Actually,
And-
somebody in the crowd says yes. And sometimes when somebody breaks an oath, a serious enough oath, Lutheria sends Erinyes to come and capture them and take them to that island physically. And they're just gone. And they probably get similar treatment. But like Lutheria says, they deserve it.
Oh
And they broke the oath.
She's clearly so stable.
Strange. Okay. Huh.
Please,
Well, this was-
please stay for our final play of the matinee, or come back for it if you will. It'll be Pythor and the Five Sisters.
Oh, that's a good one. Five sisters.
Oh,
Does that track?
It's the
Do we know what sister is Delta?
after.
Do they have
Oh,
a kids-friendly version of this?
I don't think that's the sisters they're talking about. I
Well,
think
there
this
was
is
the matinee.
an
there was the
NC-17.
matinee with
Yeah.
In the
show.
last play, there was the matinee with the kissing and the blood and guts. So I don't know. This
Yeah.
Pythor one. Plus, it's getting later in the day. The sun's starting to
It's
go
getting
down.
later in the day. It is.
It
yeah.
could be
Yeah.
we might be entering NC-17 territory or something.
Maybe not quite, but yeah.
Well, that's good.
The
Pythor
all
and the
ages
Five
show is 2 minutes long.
Pythor
The
met some
evening
women.
rendition, you're going to want
Yeah.
to set aside a block of time.
Yeah.
So we cut back to the stream. Naya and Delta and Honora all at the stream, screaming into the water. Is it just a montage?
Scream.
Just holding my head underwater and screaming.
You know, Delta, we could just take Naya to the to what's it called again? Woodhike? The Halfling Enclave. I mean, at least it's outside of the city.
Oh yeah, that's true. What is there besides like halflings and gnomes and stuff?
Yeah, that's pretty much it. Little small houses but it's like the thing where it's like tinier things, so it's like cute and
Oh
makes you
yeah,
feel happy.
that sounds great, and a
Smaller mugs of
civilization.
tea and
Maybe
smaller plates of
Naya
food.
would like a smaller civilization. Yeah,
Not so much of a big civilization.
yeah, like
Easier
a
to
bite
digest.
size. Yeah. Kind of ease her into a civilization.
How long can she hold her head underwater?
I have a racial trait that I can scream underwater for an hour.
Oh, so we'll be here for a little bit, I guess.
Then I can come up,
would
catch my
assume
breath,
long
and do it for another hour. So you guys have some sister time. I have some things to work out.
So, Pythor, huh?
Yeah. Sorry that you have to deal with him a lot, it seems like.
Oh, it's okay. People around here like him enough, even though they know he's a bumbling idiot. I mean, they appreciate him for what he is. Suppose it gives the city some character. I'm trying to look for the positives in this. It's just nice to have somebody else do that along with me and struggle with it as much as I do.
Oh, yeah. We can share the burden now.
Want a waffle cone?
I would love a waffle cone.
Okay, let's cut back to Vulcan's Hall. Vulcan looks at you, Andromeda, and says, "Now that's a nice bird. Got a name for it?"
Nicodemus.
Oh, yeah, that's a nice name for a nice bird. Here, let me give you this. I got one of these lying around. It's a potion of healing with a rope, and he puts it over the bird's neck.
Cool.
Now that completes the bird.
Oh yeah, that actually makes a lot more sense.
Okay, well, I'm gonna get back to my work. Best of luck to you and the bird. Let me know
Yep.
when you guys clear out those mithril mines, and I'll be ready to make some more magical stuff for you.
Yeah, I was sort of paying attention to what people are saying. We might have a couple more things on the list to go
Whenever
through.
you get
so.
to it, I got all the time in the world. I'm a god after all.
True.
Gets back to his bing, bing.
Super. Yeah, Andrew, I was like looking at him like, where did everybody go?
Uh-huh. All right, well, let's cut back and figure out where they're going next. Kyros, Nyrix.
Well, do you want to stay for the last play, or do you want to come back? I mean, we're here.
We are here, and maybe Delta deserves more sister time. Yeah, let's stay for the last play, and then we can go find everybody. And it sounds like we have some new tasks to do.
And they're level appropriate.
Finally.
Great. I'm glad you're having a good time here. Do you have theater where you come from?
Probably yes.
Oh, okay.
I know a lot about where I'm from.
Is there is this your first time at a theater?
Yes.
I'm glad you're having a good time.
It's great. The concessions are a little overpriced.
Yeah, I'll cover that for you.
Oh.
My treat.
Oh, I'll never
No,
say
it's
no.
your first. It's your first experience here. I want to make sure, something I aspire to eventually, perhaps
Thank you.
plays up. So.
I'm going to get the commemorative mug.
Oh, great! Absolutely.
The next play starts.
Uh-huh.
Pythor and the Five Sisters. They have a big bumbling brute of a actor stumble onto the stage. I'm wondering, should I make it Pythor himself, actually? Pythor stumbles on the stage playing himself.
Shit. He's great.
Oh, I'm in the play today. Oh, this is great. What a great, fortunate thing that has happened to me. I'm acting, but I'm playing myself.
I don't know if that's going to help Kyros' whole
Is
concept
so
of
meta.
representative performance. If a real person is playing themselves, it might be like.
Yes,
But
just
wait, does that
imagine.
mean that the guy who died in the last play really died?
Wow.
Just imagine it's me, but it's not really me, but it is. Oh,
I was
great.
told there would be 5 sisters.
I'm here for the Five Sisters. Where are they? Oh, look, beautiful sisters approach me, and these 5 actresses, they're very, very cautiously step up onto the stage. And he says, "Oh, hello, 5 Sisters. Do you need entertained? Let me entertain you." And each of them sort of says, yes, we need entertained. He's like, great, I'll entertain each one of you, one at a time. And the stage crew pulls this big curtain behind them on the stage. He's like, come, the first one, behind the curtain.
Oh,
And he pulls one off behind the curtain, and then you hear giggling and some slapping, and no, stop it, it's not supposed to be real. And then he comes back out, she's like, I'm entertained, next. And that happens 4 more times.
I don't think Pythor understands acting. The craft. I'm an expert. I've seen 3 plays. I'm an expert now.
And then
comes back out
Is
with
Pythor
5 hand marks.
Pythor being played by Jared Leto, by any chance?
Then Pythor comes back out from behind the curtain after this sequence, and he's like, now for my greatest conquest of all time. I entertain all 5 of you at the same time. Come on, everybody! And he takes them all behind the curtain. And there's more like supposedly giggling, but then it's like stopping, and then there's like screaming and arguments and such. And then a lady walks onto the stage, and she's dressed all in green hood and green hair, a green face, just all green. And she crosses her arms and she says, "I am Hexia, a former lover of Pythor, and I am very jealous of this. Enough of this foolery." And she throws back the curtain, and the crew puts that white chalky dust on all 5 of the sisters. And she says, and they all stop and they freeze in place. And she says, "There, I've turned them all to stone, and I shall place them on my island as a warning to any others that wish to be entertained by Pythor. They shall meet the same end." And then she exits, and Pythor stumbles back out and goes, "Oh, what a great play. Who's next to be entertained? Please come up on the stage. Anybody? Anyone at all? Okay. Well, I'm off to drink some more wine then." He just exits, and everybody claps.
He's left.
Everyone in the crowd's like, "Oh, that crazy Pythor. He gets people taken and turned to stone."
So, point of clarity: are there 5 sisters? Sisters to each other? Sisters of? They're not related to.
Just 5 generic sisters.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the family name? Do we know, or did their names? No idea.
Nope, nobody
So,
knows.
Kyros, what if we went to that island and saved those sisters?
I think we are supposed to do that. I think that's one of them might have been Delta's mom, or someone like her. I guess I don't know. It's I don't always follow everything. This place has a lot of bad islands. I'm learning though. It seems like every other island's just terrible.
They announce in the amphitheater, "Please come back later tonight for the R-rated version of the Curse of Estor Archelander,
Oh,
where
that's
there's
like
even
graphic
more blood and
undeath.
guts and
and
nasty
kissing.
consummation."
I heard they blow up a man.
Wow.
Literally, because priests of
Yeah.
Estoria like that.
Being blown up? That's right. Exactly. Okay. Is there hay around? Do I need to feed Garius?
Oh, probably. Oh, you're gonna go find some hay in the agora
Cal's
to
like,
feed Garius with? Sure thing.
Cal's like popcorn or emu legs.
Oh, what's this, Andromeda? You left Vulcan's Hall? Oh, there's Nyrix. And there's
Hey.
Kyros. They're going
Hey.
to the agora to feed Garius.
I show him a bird.
Oh,
I got a bird.
Wow. Beautiful.
While you
What's
meet,
your
a satyr walks up and whacks you in the leg, Andromeda, and says, "Hey! Watch where you're going. Show some respect to your elders."
You hit me.
That's right, and that teaches you, youngin'. You
No,
need
it
to learn
doesn't.
some goddamned respect.
Oh, shit.
I'll take his walking stick and like break it.
Oh, no!
He falls
Yeah.
over. I need that to walk.
Oh,
Oh, you filthy youngin'.
You don't know who the gods appear in mortal form sometimes.
Hey.
Sorry, let me help you up, sir. I'm sorry. Look,
Get
what
off
were
of
you-
me, he smacks you.
Wow. Okay.
I'll be fine on my own. He just starts holding on to random things like walls and doors. He's like walking away from you all.
my friend was
This
trying
is
to
what I
help you.
mean. There's no respect in this city.
After my other friend
He hit me,
inconvenienced
though.
you.
Wow.
You're calling
Okay.
that after. He hit me. Don't believe this. I like that.
Okay.
Tell your story walking, pal. Let's go.
All right.
Okay.
Poor guy.
Back
He's gonna have to
to
be that way his whole
Enora,
life.
Naya, Delta. You're heading to Woodhike. Okay.
Oh.
You walk down the trail away from the city, and after a little ways, the trees grow dense, and eventually you emerge into this little small foresty area, which has this little scattering of several dozen huts all about it. It's Woodhike. You've reached the Halfling Enclave. The mayor of Woodhike runs up and approaches you with sprites flying about him. He's like, "Oh, hello. My name is Thomos. Welcome to Woodhike. Oh, Princess Enora, yay. Who are your friends?" Please introduce yourself.
Greetings. I am Delta. I am a half.
Oh, family. Very good.
I'm Naya.
Oh, you look like you belong in the outdoors, young lady.
This is very nice. I have to tell you, I like your sprites, your whole thing. I'm absolutely. This is great. This is
Here,
very
let my
nice.
sprites get you a little small, cute glass of hot cocoa.
Okay.
It's a very natural and woody thing to drink out in the woods.
Yeah, you do not have to do any kind of performative smallness for me or anything. This is just nice. You don't.
No, please let us.
No, look.
This is the only reason they allow Woodhike to exist.
Oh.
It's like a little song and dance starts.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
there'll be none of that.
I don't need
No.
the touristy treatment, but if
Yeah.
it makes you feel better, I will just tip you. Like that's fine with me.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Absolutely. I
So-
wish all of your people well.
Oh, yes.
Are you missing any young people from your village? Are the satyrs a problem?
Not so much for us. They seem to target youngins from the city most. But we do know that off a ways in the old woods, there's a place called the Mossy Temple. And we think there's something strange going down there.
I've heard that name before, haven't I?
Perhaps your GM has mentioned it, yes.
Yes. I think that's
It might be in one of your pamphlets? I don't know.
No, yeah. I think I have to go there anyway. So good.
Well,
And
if you go there,
is that
be careful because it's probably dangerous. It might be a level appropriate challenge.
Okay. Well, good. Now, are they telling me? Are they telling me this as part of the Satyr subquest, or does this start its own journal entry?
Probably just all part of the same thing. Just be
Okay.
careful. It's very dangerous out in the old wood. In fact, it could be one of the great labors that I heard this prophecy about. You never know.
Yeah, not familiar, but no. Well, that's great, and thank you very much. We will look into that. It sounds like a number of things are aligning, but you do not have to worry about me in the old wood. I was born and raised in the old wood. I am well familiar with its dangers, most of them satyrs. So,
yes. Well, if you go there, you have to collect everybody, and it has to be a whole thing. So.
Oh no! Yeah.
Yes. Don't go by yourself, or even with just one other person, please.
Yeah. By the time a second or third location was invoked, I felt like this is a group quest for sure. Yeah. Don't.
Yes. Yep.
I'm not just
here,
gonna
have
go
this
and
bag of nuts. This seems like a very
absolutely thank
would-be
you.
thing for me to give you as a gift to help you on your way.
Great. I do love nuts, so this is great. You're great. Everything you guys are doing here is great.
Sprites fly up and they make up your hair and put it in little braids.
I do love this, so thank you for this. Yeah.
Okay, well, we're almost out of time, so thanks for visiting Woodhike.
Absolutely. We will fuck right off. You got it.
I'll just kind of whisper to Enora, I think she really liked it. This was a really good idea.
This was a great place to come.
I put some
Okay,
gold
you all go
somewhere.
back to Estoria and you all collect together. in the Agora, because why not? It's the place to be.
I'm gonna get a falafel, I think.
Let's see. Let's
I can
Naya's
eat
kind of
that.
dragging her feet the whole way back.
Okay, we can fit one more in. Let's see here. Okay. So you go into the Agora. So this is like the marketplace for the city. By this point, the day's coming to an end. Sun is starting to go down. Shops are starting to close up. But there's one guy that runs up to you. He says, he looks very like emaciated, like he's like starving, and he's just struggling to live. And he's like, please, my name is Klaus, and I have this one necklace that I'm trying to sell. Just one gold piece. It's a necklace of fireballs. There's one bead left on it. If you take it and you throw it, it'll do.
Sure, here you go.
And before you give him the gold, another merchant runs up and he smacks your hand and he says, "No, don't do that. He's lying to you. You
Is he?
see, Klaus here stole that from the necropolis at Telemach. And as such, he is a grave robber.
Oh.
Isn't that right, Klaus?" And Klaus sort of looks down and dejected. And he says, as you see, the curse of the grave robber means that you can't hold food down while you have the curse on you. The only way to lift the curse is to get somebody to purchase the stolen goods from you
And pass it on.
and pass the curse on to them.
Klaus, I was trying to help you, and you're trying to
Please just
hurt
buy
me.
it from me, sir.
No,
I won't
look,
survive another day.
I'm sorry. Maybe that'll break the curse.
Anybody?
I would
One
give you some
gold
nuts, but it
piece?
does sound like they'd be wasted. So
Why don't we find someone who's dying anyway? See if they'll buy it from you.
Everybody looks and there's like an old satyr.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go over
Trying
that
to-
guy. Say, hey,
trying to
sir,
They're-
really sorry that we broke your stick. Do you want this necklace?
Huh?
well, no, give him the gold. He has to give
Yeah.
the other guy the gold.
What?
I think.
Help me
Yeah.
over here. I can't hear what you're saying. I'm an
Yeah,
old
this-
satyr and I don't even have my walking stick
Yeah,
anymore.
this guy has a necklace of virility he wants to sell.
You have virility, you say?
Yes,
I can use.
yes.
So now we're just lying to this guy?
Not
This
we. You're
doesn't
not. You're
feel
not involved. Don't worry
great.
about
You're
it.
not here.
It's all right. No.
Yes,
even
young
if
man,
you are,
what is it
I'm
now?
Oh no. There's this. There's this necklace this guy's trying to sell.
Okay, help me over here. Okay.
All right.
What do I have
Yeah.
to do here now?
Uh,
Give me
I
this
think
necklace, young
think
man.
He just needs to buy it, sell it for a gold
well,
piece.
Here's a gold piece. I'll take it. He puts it on. Oh, yes, I feel better already.
That's great. That's great. And how's the other guy doing?
Yeah, he's like, oh, thank goodness, and he just runs off.
Well, hey, have an apple,
Nut?
pear, something. Wow.
Okay,
So-
good. Now with my
was that a-
necklace of virility, I should be able to get out of this city. Oh, and he falls over. He has to like pull himself up. Must not quite be working yet. Hold on. Give me a second. It'll kick in
Right.
any moment now.
Right. Well,
Okay, well, the party has done a great thing to end their day
Did we?
in the city of Estoria.
Feels bad.
To be fair, one of the flaws I gave Andromeda is that she remembers every insult she receives and nurses a silent resentment toward anyone who's ever wronged him.
Never mind.
So he doesn't care.
That's also my flaw. So
wow.
Oh, this is all working out nicely, I see. Okay, since we're at the top of the hour, the city of Estoria goes into night, folks finding their place to rest, but all of you gather at the king's palace because you have a big decision to make. Where to go next? There is a great challenge at the Mithril Mines, where you must clear the mines and reclaim them so that you can craft weapons of the Dragonlords, other magical goodies, a rod of lordly might. Who knows how Vulcan can help you if you do that. There's a mossy temple. There's young folk being abducted and taken to this place for who knows what.
Yeah,
And-
I think that's
Scary
our
stuff
horn.
happening out there. There's
It
a
seems to be
horn
the
of
most-
Valmetria that has been taken and could potentially be there as well, yes.
I think
And
that the
you know that the necropolis at Telemach is nearby. In fact, you've met a grave robber who has robbed said place.
true.
Which place will the chosen go first?
I would like to posit going to help the lives in peril because that seems the most time sensitive
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I feel like
for their lives.
the mines feels a medium term goal, and rescuing the horn seems the most accessible of our grand quests in front of us. So yeah, I would agree. I think going to the Old Woods and saving the young girls from satyrs, that's urgent. You don't have long with a satyr, is what I'm saying.
Okay. Next time, the Mossy Temple.
They're like, you want to come down to my basement and watch a movie? And look, you don't get past the opening credits before it's all like, oh, is my hand on your leg? Anyway, we need to get there.
Spoiler alert.
Okay.
All right, do we want to do any shout-outs?
I already did my shouting in the river.
Thank you for running. Thanks for running the game.
Thanks.
Yeah,
Shouting at
Garrett.
you
Garrett,
as our
yeah.
game master.
Well, enough of that nonsense. Is there any other meaningful shout-outs?
We're back
Don't yuck by yum.
tomorrow night at 7:30. I'll be here to make a friend in masks, and Wednesday is Task Force Unlikely.
Yay, that's me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Smash a like, do a bell, leave a comment, subscribe, do a subscription service.
And
Tell
thank you
3
for
of your
everyone
friends.
on chat.
Yeah.
We had a lot of people in chat today,
Yeah.
so thank you so much. Thank you so much for the raid, and thank you so. What was the name before?
Of the raid.
Yeah,
Oh,
FNTV.
FNTV.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Bless. I cast bless on all of you.
Oh, thank you.
Keep coming back to rock out to Metallica with Priest Lutheria with us.
Respect for their playwrights.
Bye.
Everybody.
Bye.